Welcome back to AutoSonic Realm, where innovation meets power, and every line of metal hides a story of precision, passion, and engineering. Today, we step into a world of strength, comfort, and pure adventure, a realm shaped by one name that defines capability and confidence, the 2026 Nissan Navara. Standing in the showroom under the golden glow of light, the sand-colored 2026 Navara doesn't just look like a pickup, it looks like an experience sculpted for explorers. This is not a vehicle you simply drive, it's one you command. Every curve of its body, every shadow along the hood, speaks the language of toughness with elegance. The front view immediately captures attention, bold LED headlights that merge into a muscular grille framed by chrome accents. The sand tone gives it a rugged sophistication, like the calm before the storm. The sculpted bonnet rises with strength, hinting at the power within, while the Nissan emblem glows with authority. The bumper carries that off-road readiness that defines Navara's personality, solid, wide, and ready to conquer every terrain. Move around the side, and you notice the refined play of light on its bodylines. The extended wheel arches and the aerodynamic profile bring together the worlds of design and performance. It's that perfect balance, not too flashy, not too minimal, but a visual symphony that tells you this pickup was built to be admired as much as it was built to perform. The 18-inch alloy wheels with deep tread tires add presence and purpose, ready to grip sand, gravel, or tarmac with equal confidence. The rear view completes the design narrative. Powerful LED tail lamps stretch wide across the tailgate, while the Nissan logo stands proud at the center. The rear bumper is practical yet stylish, integrating step assists and sensors subtly within its metallic finish. The tailgate opens smoothly with a dampened motion, revealing a durable bed lined with a textured coating that laughs in the face of scratches, load, or weather. Now, step inside, because the Navara's interior is where rugged meets refined. Open the doors, and you're greeted with an environment that feels more like a premium SUV than a pickup. Soft touch materials, dual-tone leather upholstery, and fine stitching bring a touch of sophistication to every drive. The seats, sculpted for long journeys, offer superb lumbar support. In this sand color configuration, the cabin feels calm, earthy, and elegant, a space that connects luxury with nature. The dashboard design is pure Nissan genius, functional yet futuristic. A 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster gives you real-time control over performance stats, fuel economy, and driving modes. The 10.8-inch infotainment screen sits at the center, offering wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and built-in navigation. The voice recognition system feels smarter, quicker, and more intuitive than ever. Move your gaze to the steering, flat-bottomed, leather-wrapped, with integrated controls that respond to your every command. Behind it, paddle shifters gleam under the cabin lights, hinting at sportiness within this pickup's DNA. The gear console stands tall with a metallic finish, the kind of design that reflects confidence. Every knob and button feels solid, like it's been crafted to last a decade of rugged adventures. Look up, and the panoramic sunroof stretches wide, flooding the cabin with natural light. It's a feature you don't expect in a pickup, yet Nissan included it to remind you, the Navara is not bound by tradition, it's driven by evolution. When you start the engine, it doesn't roar, it awakens. The 2.5-liter turbo diesel and optional 3.0-liter V6 in select trims delivers between 190 to 255 horsepower, with torque figures that make towing and hauling feel effortless. Whether you're climbing steep hills, crossing streams, or cruising highways, the Navara's power delivery feels smooth, confident, and incredibly controlled. The new 7-speed automatic transmission shifts like silk, while the enhanced 4-wheel drive system adjusts traction in milliseconds. Nissan's intelligent drive terrain control senses surfaces and adapts instantly. From sand dunes to wet roads, it just knows how to behave. Noise insulation inside the cabin has been significantly improved. At highway speeds, it's astonishingly quiet, only a soft hum of the engine and the faint rhythm of tires on the road remind you that you're driving a pickup. Nissan's engineers also tuned the suspension to perfection. The rear multi-link setup, borrowed from premium SUVs, transforms comfort. You don't bounce, you glide, even when carrying loads. The handling is firm yet forgiving, making city driving and long-distance cruising equally satisfying. On the technology front, the 2026 Navara pushes boundaries. You get a 360-degree around view camera, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and a driver attention alert system. It's a pickup that not only performs but also protects. Even the lighting setup feels futuristic. Intelligent high beams adjust automatically, cornering lamps guide your turns, and rear sensors detect approaching vehicles while reversing. Everything feels designed to anticipate, not just respond. And yes, the Navara's heart isn't just about performance, it's about versatility. You can switch between eco, normal, and sport modes, depending on your mood and the mission. Engage 4H or 4L, and you feel the system locking in precision power. At this point, standing beside the sand-colored Navara under the spotlight, you realize, this truck isn't just metal and mechanics, it's emotion and evolution forged together. From the bold stance to the whisper-quiet cabin, from the sheer pulling power to the refined tech suite, the 2026 Nissan Navara defines what it means to blend work and wonder. It's the pickup that looks equally at home in the mountains, the city, or the showroom. A design that doesn't scream for attention, it earns it. A machine built not just to move you forward, but to make you feel the journey itself. The heart of every pickup beats loudest when the road disappears, and the 2026 Nissan Navara makes sure that moment feels effortless. When you press the accelerator, there's a wave of torque that flows smoothly through the frame. The turbo spools up almost instantly, and the response is immediate, not aggressive, but confident, the way a well-trained athlete moves with precision rather than noise. On the open highway, it cruises like a luxury sedan. The gearbox learns your rhythm, it holds gears longer when you want performance and relaxes into quiet efficiency when you just want peace. The adaptive steering adjusts its weight depending on speed, light and easy for city streets, firm and stable on highways. It's the kind of control that feels invisible until you notice how safe you feel behind the wheel. Then there's the off-road chapter, where Navara writes its legend. Switch to four-wheel drive, and the pickup transforms. The hill descent control maintains steady confidence even on steep slopes, while the differential lock makes mud and gravel feel like solid ground. Nissan's engineers call it intelligent mobility, but on the trail, it feels like intuition. Rocks, water, sand, everything becomes part of the adventure instead of a barrier. Inside, comfort becomes a companion. The dual-zone climate control maintains a perfect temperature, while the ventilated front seats make summer drives a breeze. Rear passengers aren't forgotten either. Extra legroom, rear vents, and USB-C ports show Nissan's attention to every detail. Ambient lighting glows softly in the footwells and doors, making night drives feel warm and personal. The sound system, developed with premium acoustic engineers, surrounds you with crystal-clear audio. Whether you're listening to the engine's symphony or your favorite playlist, it fills the cabin with balanced clarity. There's no distortion, no rough edges, just smooth energy. Technology extends beyond entertainment. The Navara connects to your smartphone via the Nissan Connect app, letting you track fuel status, location, and maintenance from anywhere. Over-the-air updates keep the software fresh, ensuring your truck evolves long after you've bought it. Safety, the soul of confidence, has been elevated in this 2026 model. The reinforced steel chassis absorbs impact energy with surgical precision. Multiple airbags, stability control, traction management, and advanced radar sensors create a digital safety bubble around the driver and passengers. Even the hood is designed to protect pedestrians in case of a collision. When you park, the 360-degree camera doesn't just show the surroundings, it creates a virtual top-down view so precise you can see every curve, every line. The system even detects moving objects and warns you in real time. It's safety that anticipates, not reacts. But reliability is the true measure of a pickup's worth. The Navara's engine is tested for over 1 million kilometers under extreme climates, freezing snow, scorching deserts, and tropical humidity. The suspension bushings, brake pads, and transmission components have all been stress-tested beyond industry norms. Nissan knows its buyers, they don't buy a truck to admire it, they buy it to trust it. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the value. Prices vary by region, but each one reflects the Navara's identity, premium performance that's worth every penny. In Pakistan, the 2026 Nissan Navara starts around 11 million Pakistani rupees for the base trim and goes up to 15.5 million Pakistani rupees for the V6 4X4 Pro edition. It's one of the few pickups that offers luxury SUV comfort at this price level. In the United States, the Navara, sold as the Frontier variant, ranges between $34,000 and $48,000 USD, depending on configuration and drivetrain. With its new tech and improved suspension, it sits comfortably among the most capable midsize trucks in America. In Germany, expect pricing between €41,000 and €55,000, placing it squarely in the professional-grade segment. European buyers appreciate the refined interior and advanced diesel efficiency, a rare combination in this class. In Russia, where strength meets resilience, the 2026 Navara arrives with pricing from 4.2 to 5.6 million rubles. Its reputation for durability in extreme cold makes it a serious competitor in that rugged market. And in Australia, the land of adventure, the Navara finds its true home. Prices range from $54,000 to $72,000, depending on trim and accessories. Australians love how it tackles both city life and outback journeys with equal confidence. No matter the country, one thing remains constant: the 2026 Nissan Navara delivers more than performance, it delivers presence. It's a pickup that feels equally ready for a business meeting, a mountain trail, or a night under the stars. Stand next to it in the showroom, and you'll notice the reflection of the ceiling lights bending across its sand-colored body like waves of gold. Sit inside, grip the steering, and you'll feel something rare, a balance between machine and emotion. This is not a pickup built to impress on paper, it's built to inspire on the road. It reminds you that strength doesn't have to shout, and comfort doesn't have to compromise. Every click of the gear, every soft glow of the dashboard, every mile on the odometer, they all whisper the same promise: you are in control. The 2026 Nissan Navara is more than just the next generation of a legend, it's a reflection of what modern drivers demand: intelligence, strength, and style united under one badge. So, whether you're driving through Karachi's crowded streets, cruising down Route 66 in America, gliding through Berlin's autobahns, cutting across Moscow's frosty roads, or exploring the red trails of the Australian outback, the Navara speaks the same universal language: power with purpose. It is the future of pickups, sculpted for the dreamers, the doers, and the believers. Because at the end of every road, when the engine rests and the lights fade, one truth remains: the journey matters more than the destination. And that's the story of the 2026 Nissan Navara, told in the spirit of AutoSonic Realm, where every machine has a soul and every drive begins with a dream.